Welcome to the Big History Project. This is a great course, but it's much more than that. Big History Project is a community of teachers and scholars working together to help students grapple with some of history's biggest and most grapple-worthy questions. Over the next few days, you'll spend time learning about the content that makes up the course, the units, lessons, activities, and teacher resources. You'll take a deep dive into the material to create a plan for your year. We'll also hear from some veteran Big History Project teachers who are going to share what they love most about this course. Before we get started, let's take a few minutes to talk about what makes the Big History Project a unique course, and let's take a look at the structure of the materials. So why the Big History Project? Well, this course starts with a set of coherent narratives that organise history at multiple scales from cosmic to personal. Along the way, students are exposed to challenging texts, all levelled to make them accessible to the widest possible audience of students, and designed to flex their reading and writing muscles. Like any history course, there's a lot of new information. Unlike other courses, the Big History Project really focuses on helping students make sense of it all. We provide effective ways of sharpening students' critical thinking skills, making them better equipped to assess any arguments and claims they come across. The course is an on-ramp to other courses and content in a lot of areas. It becomes a framework for all knowledge, from science to the arts to today's news. Finally, and probably most important, the Big History Project is a vibrant community of teachers and students working together to create, maintain, and improve an already awesome course. The course, like history itself, is always being written. We've structured the Big History Project site around 5 key features. First, the 8 thresholds of increasing complexity, which, despite its name, does not involve wizards or dragons. These are the 8 turning points around which we've built the Big History Project story to ensure students really understand the big picture of the last 14 billion years. Second, the course is broken into 10 instructional and standards-based units, and these units are built around 10 big, meaty, driving questions. Each unit includes an investigation that invites students to dig into content from disciplines like cosmology, chemistry, geology, and physics. Third, there's claim testing, a practice that uses 4 approaches: intuition, authority, logic, and evidence, to teach students how to analyse the claims of others as well as their own. Fourth, there's 1 long-term research activity and 3 shorter project-based learning activities, all constructed to give students a chance to engage in interesting original research. Finally, this course is built on tested and refined instructional routines and puts you at the centre of a supportive professional community. Help is always just an email away. We've designed the course to help you quickly get familiar with the course, the units, and the available resources. But please, don't just watch the videos. This course is way more fun when you participate in the online discussions. It's really the best part of our professional learning. We think the material here is pretty good, but the conversations it sparks amongst teachers frankly blows our stuff away. We set up the course under the assumption that over 5 days, you would spend a little time each day looking at materials and planning your year. At the end of the 5 days, you'll receive a certificate for 9 professional development hours, which you can share with your administration. But more important, you'll have the information you need to plan your year. You'll become familiar with the activities in the course and the approach to developing reading and writing skills that's baked into them. By the time you finish the course, you'll have a basic understanding of the big history narrative, its foundation, and some of its core concepts. You'll learn how to work with the online features, things like how to set up a class, submit assessments, use the activities and resources, and how to schmooze with your colleagues in our Yammer community. Nervous? Want to find out what teachers look and sound like after they've taught big history for a while? Here are some Big History Project veterans responding to the question, what do you think is best about this course?
At the end of this, students will be able to tell a narrative of the past that encompasses everything from how did the universe begin to why did Homo sapiens dominate the planet through to what is our future as a planet and a species. That's a cool story, and unlike any compartmentalized high school course out there.
The best part about the Big History Project is teacher as lead learner and student as lead investigator. The Big History Project encourages students to be intellectually curious about the world around them.
Free curriculum, but that's a given. The whole course is outstanding, but one of the greatest things about BHP is its focus on evidence-based writing. It is a skill students struggle with, and BHP does a great job helping teachers refine that skill in our students.
The interdisciplinary nature of the course is an asset. It allows for creativity within established knowledge banks of disciplines through fostering connections and innovations in student thinking.
I love the fact that I can teach a course that allows me to work with students to develop a more comprehensive historical narrative, creating it from the evidence of many disciplines. I am a historian and my first love among the disciplines is history, but I don't believe that history begins with the invention of writing or the appearance of humans on Earth. I am interested in history on a much bigger scale. Big History allows me to explore that bigger narrative in a way that a typical history course does not.
I get to make students' brains hypothetically explode. Big History stimulates and resurrects the curious, inquisitive nature of students in a way that no other subject can.
This course is humbling in the best sense of the word. It really shows you how much you don't know about the world around you. I love prepping for the class, finding articles, learning new things, sitting in the desk with my students, all the light bulb moments. As a lifelong learner, it doesn't get any better.
Good luck with the course. We hope you enjoy it. Be sure to join the Big History Project teacher community on Yammer and share your feedback.